Evening, everybody, and welcome to UWS Men's Soccer here on Yellow Jacket TV and the Pregame Show, sponsored by National Bank of Commerce, with locations in Superior, Poplar, Solon Springs, Esco, Hermantown, Hibbing, and Duluth. National Bank of Commerce, make more possible. This is Matt Johnson alongside my production engineer here on Yellow Jacket TV, Brad Lillis. Coming to you live from Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium here in Superior, where the Yellow Jackets playing their third straight home game here to open up the 2025 campaign as they host Macalester in non-conference action. The Yellow Jackets coming into this contest here tonight under foggy skies in Superior at 0-2 overall. Joe Mooney in his 18th season at the helm of the Yellow Jacket program, 229 victories and counting for Coach Mooney, looking for number 230 here as we enter play this evening. The Yellow Jackets falling for the second time during the 2025 season. Last time out, surrendering 2 goals in each half and dropping a 4-0 decision to number 7 ranked UW Eau Claire last Thursday right here at SCCU Stadium in Superior. In that contest, the Blue Golds broke out on top 26 minutes and 26 seconds into the first half when Christoph Siha followed up a free kick and placed a low shot in the back of the net past UWS starting keeper Patrick Sessions for a 1-0 lead. UW Eau Claire doubled their advantage less than 5 minutes later when Caden Vanderhei found space off a Yellow Jacket turnover and fired a shot into the left side netting at 31-12 for a 2-0 advantage that carried over into the break. And then in the second half, the Blue Golds made it 3-0 when Tavin Ferner fired a shot that beat U.S. backup goalkeeper Luke Lockman at 80 minutes and 53 seconds. Eau Claire then closed the scoring 3 minutes and 2 seconds later when Tate McDermott's sharp angle cross deflected off of Lockman into the back of the net at 83-55 to make it a 4-0 final. For the game, the two teams both attempted 15 total shots toward goal, while the Blue Golds held a 10-3 advantage in shots on goal. Sessions and Lockman split time in goal for the Yellow Jackets, combining to make 6 saves in that contest. Meanwhile, Macalester comes in here at 3-1 overall in the season. Greg Olson in his 13th season, 123 victories and counting for him. They dropped their first game of the 2025 season after 3 straight wins to begin the year. Last time out, giving up a second-half goal on the way to falling to Luther College 1-0 on Sunday at John Leaney Field at Macalester Stadium in St. Paul, Minnesota. In that contest, the two teams battled through a scoreless opening 45 minutes despite the Norse holding a 7-5 edge in total shots. Matters remained scoreless until 74-02 of the second half when Lucas Rojas scored off an assist from Lenny Lechner to give Luther a 1-0 lead. The Scots went on to outshoot the Norse 6-2 in the half, but couldn't find the equalizer down the stretch as Luther goalkeeper Aitor Lopez made 3 saves in goal to get the shutout. For the game, Macalester held an 11-9 edge in total shots, while the Norse held a 4-3 advantage in shots on goal. Justin Ratner went all the way in goal for Macalester, taking the loss with 3 saves in the contest. So that gives you a quick overview of where the Yellow Jackets and the Scots are heading into this non-conference contest. Again, very, very foggy skies, temperatures in perhaps the mid to upper 50s. It's hard to know with all the fog that we have, but the lights are already on here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium, and not much wind on the pitch as of now, which is kind of interesting. Hopefully it'll stay that way as well, also possibly for some rain. So it could be interesting field conditions here before we go off the air. But that's the situation here as the Yellow Jackets getting ready to host Macalester in non-conference action here in Superior. And with that being the case, we'll take a quick break and then come back with the introduction of the two teams by our public address announcer, Ryan Castaneda, the playing of the national anthem, and then the opening kick of this non-conference contest between the Yellow Jackets and the Scots. That's coming up in about 3 or 4 minutes. This is UWS Men's Soccer on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network.
Soccer fans, and welcome to Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium for tonight's NCAA Division III men's soccer match featuring the Macalester College Scots and your University of Wisconsin Superior Yellow Jackets. At this time, let's meet the starters for tonight's match, beginning with the visiting Scots. Number 4, Nick Kent. Number 6, Daniel Romanenko. Number 7, Alex Beck-Ruiz. Number 10, Chris France. Number 13, Jonathan Kim. Number 14, Joey Barica. Number 20, Keen Palmer. Number 28, Zach Lipzin. Number 30, Kasdan Blattman. Number 36, Jack Fryman. And number 42, Drew Mosman. The head coach of Macalester is Greg Olson. He's assisted by Oscar Campbell and Chris Foreman. And now the starting lineup for your Yellow Jackets. A freshman from Mequon, Wisconsin, wearing number 1, Luke Lockman. A junior hailing from England, wearing number 4, Adam Caffel. A junior hailing from Oxfordshire, wearing number 5, Jacob Wiles. A sophomore hailing from England, wearing number 6, Orlando Fertelman. A senior from Billings, Montana, wearing number 9, Taylor Moore. A senior hailing from England, wearing number 12, Isaac Beckett. A junior from McFarland, Wisconsin, wearing number 13, Rowan Wagner. A junior hailing from England, wearing number 15, Harvey McLaughlin. A senior hailing from Wales, wearing number 31, Joel Thomas. A senior hailing from England, wearing number 32, Freddie Watson. And a senior from Superior, wearing number 34, Jake Kidd. The head coach of the Yellow Jackets in his 18th season is Joe Mooney. He's assisted by Will Mindstrom, Jake Myron, and Brandon Johnson. At this time, we ask everyone to please rise and face the flag if you are able. Fans, kindly remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
The two teams have been introduced by our public address announcer, Ryan Castaneda. The national anthem has been played. We're moments away from getting this one underway between the Yellow Jackets and the Scots here in Superior. Quick reminder before we get this one underway, our next broadcast of Yellow Jacket men's soccer will come up this coming Friday the 12th as they take on St. Olaf And that promises to be a very entertaining class considering their second-round NCAA tournament match a year ago. That was quite the ball game for those of you who didn't watch. Of course, the Yellow Jackets advancing to the Sweet 16 for the first time in school history. The last time they saw the Olies via the shootout. That game against the Olies will be played right here at SCCU Stadium. 7 p.m. the opening kick, 6:45 the pregame with yours truly right around there probably anyway. That'll be a joint broadcast, by the way, on 91.3 FM, KUWS, and Yellow Jacket TV. That'll be the Yellow Jacket men's soccer team's debut on the radio waves here in 2025. A couple of series notes between these two. Macalester holds a 5-3 advantage in the all-time series with the Yellow Jackets, dating back to their first matchup way back on August 31st of 2012. The two teams last met on October 17th of 2023 up the road at the NBC Spartan Sports Complex, with the Scots scoring twice in the first half and once in the second half to down the Yellow Jackets 3-1. UWS's last victory in the series came way back on September 4th of 2019 when the Yellow Jackets got 2 goals from James Bruce and an additional tally from Miguel Ocampo to take down the Scots by the score of 3-1. Yellow Jackets in their home white jerseys here in this one. They'll be going from left to right across your screen here in this opening 45 minutes, while the Scots in the familiar navy and orange horizontal stripes, by the way, as well here for Macalester in this one. They'll be going from right to left in this opening 45 minutes. And the weather conditions have, I don't want to say they've been deteriorating, but they certainly have changed from early on this morning. They were expecting plenty of sun in the skies, and that was what we got this morning. Sunshine and temperatures reaching into the 60s, but the fog started rolling into the twin ports of Duluth and Superior starting at about 2 or 2:30, and since then it has come in thick here. And hopefully, like I said, it will not obscure the game too much, especially my view from up here in the press box at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. Opening kick, by the way, this evening is sponsored by Barker's Island Inn. It'll be coming up in just a moment or two. Starting keepers in this one, the Yellow Jackets going with the freshman Luke Lockman. Patrick Sessions, the starting keeper in the first 2 games of the season for the Yellow Jackets, suffered an injury against UW-Eau Claire, so Lockman had to come in relief, and he gets the start here tonight. Meanwhile, starting in goal for Macalester, it is the 6'1" junior goalkeeper from St. Paul, Minnesota, Drew Mosman, who will get the start here for the Scots. The Yellow Jackets look like they will kick off first here. Harvey McLaughlin standing over this one at the center dot here, right near the Yellow Jacket logo. And UWS already going to flood the left side here. This is a set play that Coach Joe Mooney has run over the years. As McLaughlin waiting for the go-ahead from our center referee, Jeremy Euchre, here on the evening. There is the opening kick. Again, sponsored by Barker's Island Inn, Northern Wisconsin's Island Getaway, and we are officially underway between the Yellow Jackets and the Scots. Thank you for joining us here on this foggy evening here on Wednesday night here in Superior. Like I said, I'll do my best trying to identify the players out there. The fog is not going to help any, I will say that. As the Scots bring it all the way back, Macalester's only given up 1 goal so far through their first 4 games. It was that game winner for Luther last time out after they pitched shutouts in their first 3 games. Actually made a trip to the West Coast where they played a couple of West Coast teams and then came home for the first time to take on Luther. That game was played on Sunday at John Leaney Field in St. Paul and lost 1-0. Yellow Jackets, of course, falling to Eau Claire last time out 4-0 in a game that really got away from the Yellow Jackets, especially in the second half. Foul called here on Freddie Watson, by the way, for UWS, and it'll be the first foul of the game. It'll be a free kick here taken by Nick Kent, 6'4" senior from Minneapolis. He'll send it to the far side of the field. And now an overpass here. Adam Caffel for the Yellow Jackets, being pressured over there by one of the Scots wing players, and now Macalester try to play it into space. This one popped up in the air off of Rowan Wagner, now coming in at an angle, getting a shot away and sending it wide with the left foot was Macalester's Zach Lipson. Lipson out of Denver, Colorado, pulling that one wide with the left foot, and it'll be a goal kick here coming up for Lockman. Lockman in his freshman season, coming from the same high school and the same hometown as UWS all-time leading wins goalkeeper Alex Paredes, who used up his eligibility after last season. Now UWS trying to trigger into space. There's a ball for Jake Kidd. Kidd trying to race it down in the corner. A little bit too much on it, and it'll go out of play, and we'll have a throw here coming up for Macalester. Nearly 2 minutes into this opening half. Matt Johnson, Brad Lutlis, and our entire crew here from Yellow Jacket TV welcoming you to this one. I'll say the stadium lights have got their work cut out for them, especially if the fog continues to be as thick as it is here at opening kick. As here's the throw coming in. Isaac Beckett getting a touch to it for the Yellow Jackets. Now it's Orlando Fertelman, and he'll send it to the outside for Caffel. Adam Caffel now in his junior season on the left foot for UWS, playing a ball into space over the top. Looking for Seth Davidson, the freshman from Sartell, Minnesota. Hit the pass just a little bit, and it'll go over the end line, and we'll have a goal kick coming up here for Mosman. Like I said, 2.5 minutes about into this opening half. Yellow Jackets and the Scots here. Typically the matchups have been pretty tight between these two, although the last two matchups have resulted in 3-1 score lines. One for Macalester and one for the Yellow Jackets. As here's Beckett now, popping one in the air. That one will be grabbed by Mosman, and he'll hold on to it here. Mosman holding on to it as the temperature has dropped pretty far now. Drop kick with the left foot. Turned it over. Now here's Taylor Moore for the Yellow Jackets. The Division II transfer from University of Montana State in Billings. Now gets stripped of the ball. And back to the direction now comes Macalester, working up on the far side. Ball in the middle now. Now near side, getting inside. Here's a shot, and they score. Takes Macalester all of 3 minutes and 28 seconds to break out ahead. Jackets got caught on that one. Goal is Chris France, by the way, on the tally for the Scots. I think it's Lipson on the assist. And it is 1-0 in favor of the Scots. Jackets slow start. Haven't scored a goal yet this year. Going to have to come from behind again. So it is France on the goal. Lipson the assist. And just like that, the Jackets down by the score of 1-0. Out the restart now. UWS will go back now. Jacob Wiles near side now. Rowan Wagner getting a ball over the top now, looking for Kidd, and that one will be grabbed on a hop here by Mosman. UWS running their 6th goal of the season without getting one in the back of the net so far. As Macalester now sending the ball forward. And now we're going to have a whistle and a foul called on the Yellow Jackets right near midfield. Free kick here coming up for Macalester.
And Chris France. He got an assist from number 28, Zach Lipson. That goal came at the 4th minute of play.
So those are your official word on the goal. 1-0 Macalester in the lead. Mosman at the top of his 18 now. We'll send it to the right side of the field. Jackets have already had problems on the left side, clearly. Gave up a really good scoring opportunity in the first minute and give up the goal coming up that side as well. There's Fertelman for the Yellow Jackets, going back now for Wiles. Adam Caffel on the left side for the Yellow Jackets, now playing it forward. Here's Taylor Moore. Moore sending it back. And switching it now for Wagner right side. Looking for Joel Thomas right side. We're going to have a foul called, and right off the bat here we're going to have a stoppage and maybe not a yellow card. Maybe not, yeah. Jeremy Euchre giving a talking to, though, for Joel Thomas. Went in the back of Lipson, and actually he will get the yellow card. So you couldn't ask for much a worse start here if you're the Yellow Jackets, giving up a goal in the first 3 minutes. Now they get their first yellow card at 5 minutes and 22 seconds. So not a good start here for the Jackets. It's been kind of a theme here so far through the first 3 games of the season. And we'll now have a free kick here for Kent. So UWS is going to have to pick it up here. Kent standing over this one. A lob one over the top with the right foot. Lipson now on the near side against Wagner. And it'll be out of play now for a Yellow Jacket throw. Throw comes in. Kid now dispossessed. And the Scots now will play it back for Kent on the right, excuse me, on the right foot. Angling a ball now. And the flag goes up. They were looking for Lipson again. Why not? They've had a good success up that side so far. And a free kick now off the offside call. Wagner will take it. Plays it short now over McLaughlin. Here's Kaffel now, lifting a ball over the top. And headed to the far side of the field. Now here's Moore stamping in for the Yellow Jackets. Leaving it up the middle. Here's Beckett. And that one will be knocked out. And it will be a goal kick here coming up. Freddie Watson was hoping for the corner kick call. Didn't get it. And Kent now off the restart. And a foul going to be called here on Jake Kidd. Kent standing over this one. Latest high school soccer at St. Louis Park. And he gives this one a ride now toward midfield. Once it's over the top, Wagner heading it down. Running it down for the Scats is Kazan Blattman. Blattman now to the far side. And that one will go out of play. It'll be a throw here coming up for Macalester. Yellow Jackets can't clear. Now it comes right up the middle. Now here's a shot as coming in. Again on the short side was Lipson, but the flag going up. Jackets living a bit dangerously now on that left wing. They've already given up a goal, and now here's a turnover in their own territory. Pass to the right side. Here's a shot. It nearly made it 2-0, but the Jackets really flat here. High press by Macalester, and they are all over the Jackets at the moment. Corner kick here coming up. One nothing right now. Could easily be 2-0, and now Macalester with a corner kick opportunity near side. It'll be Lipson that'll take it. Bending ball coming in, and Lockman reached behind himself to grab that ball, but picks it up, and now he rolls it to the far side for Kaffel. There's Moore. Beckett trying to get his foot to it, unable to do so. Now ball sent toward midfield, that one taken away, and now the Scots will play it off from the corner. And it'll bounce out of play. Throw coming up here for the Yellow Jackets. Nearly 10 minutes elapsed here in the first half. It has not gone well, to say the least. Jackets get another turnover away here for Macalester. Now Kaffel with the left foot trying to volley it toward midfield. Kent now. Macalester's had almost all the possession so far. And that continues on this sequence now as they play it to the far side. Now ball in the space, broken up there. Well, they play it all the way back. Wagner squaring it outside. Freddie Watson. Now McLaughlin. Going back now for Wiles, squaring it to the outside. Here's Kaffel on the left foot. For Moore. Far sideline stepping inside now. His pass picked off. Intended for Davidson. And now here's Kent for the Scots. Alex Beck-Ruiz now To the far side, and now they open it up. Now Lipson, near side, and fumbled out of play on his own on that play. Jackets putting it in now with Watson. Here's Wagner. Wiles for the Jackets now. Sending it far side. Here's Caffel. Caffel's ball. And that one now out off the foot of the freshman Davidson. It'll be a throw now for Macalester. Now Moore off the turnover. And that one will be tackled out. Throw coming up here for the Jackets, and already substitutions here for UWS. Alfie Hudd going to check in. It looks like for the first time he will take out Orlando Fertelman. And I believe that's Harvey McLaughlin that might have walked off as well. And as the throw comes up now, far side, Caffel. And a foul going to be called on Beckett here. Right near the Macalester 18. Free kick here for the Scots. 33 minutes, 50 seconds remaining, first half. 1-0 your score. Chris France on the goal, the assist to Zach Lipson. That goal coming just 3 minutes and 28 seconds into this opening half. Jackets getting caught defensively, giving up space on the left side, and here's a foul going to be called now on Kent. Got on the back there of Joel Thomas. Free kick for the Yellow Jackets, and that's the scoring that we've had so far. Jackets still looking for their first goal of the season. Shut out twice so far, once against Luther in their season opener, 1-0 here, and then 4-0 against Eau Claire last time out. Hudd now standing over this one on the free kick. Goucher's going to hold the high line, top of the 18. As Hudd plays it with the right foot, edge of the 18, winning the head ball, the 6'4" Kent. Now here's a long shot coming in, and that one skips wide. And it'll be a goal kick here for Mosman. Off the goal kick. Out off the left foot of Adam Caffel right near midfield. It'll be a throw here coming up for the Scots as the fog continuing to thicken here. Calcer out the throw now. Now here's a backdoor cut. Lipson cutting inside. Lipson again. And trying to hook a cross over the top. He was looking for France, who was coming in on the weak side. Over hit the cross. Looking for the header, and it'll be a goal kick now for Lockman. Off the goal kick now, Wagner. Jackets now playing it off in the space. And it'll be a foul called here on UWS. Kid tried to play it wide for the onrushing McLaughlin. Instead, it's a foul call, and now the Scots off the restart. Lipson now near midfield. Comes in Yellow Jacket territory on the right foot. It's the ball far side. More tracking back. Beaten to the ball, though, and the Scots maintain possession. Ball coming up the middle. Long shot taken. That one by Blattman will ride high and wide. 15 minutes into this one. 1-0 Macalester. They have been by far the better team here so far. Jackets have yet to really get any kind of foothold in this game, quarter of an hour in. Now Beckett sending it to the far side. Davidson playing it back now. Alfie Hudd on the right foot. Now Moore. Taylor Moore for the Yellow Jackets. Looping a ball in. Headed back across the face of goal. Kid trying to step through. Gets a shot and he scores! The goal is Jake Kidd's, his first of the season. I'm going to give 2 assists on that one to Taylor Moore and also Isaac Beckett. It's a nice ball from Moore as he lifted that ball into the 18. So I'm going to give Beckett and Moore the assists. That goal coming exactly 16 minutes into the half. And UWS has their first goal of the season, and we are even up at a goal apiece.
It was number 34, Jake Kidd. He got assists on that goal by number 9, Taylor Moore, and number 12, Isaac Beckett. That's Kidd at the 16th minute for the Yellow Jackets.
There's the official word on the goals. We return to live play. Here's Joel Thomas now, who they've moved up to a forward spot. It looks like onside Kidd up the top. Jackets typically over the years have played a 4-3-3 formation. Last year they played a 3-5-2, which was a different look for UWS. But we have a brand new ball game now, 1 apiece between the Yellow Jackets and the Scots. UWS's first goal of the campaign. And now Macalester and the Yellow Jackets, like I said, dead even at 1 apiece. Goals coming at 3:28 from France and 16 minutes from Kidd. And that's where we stand. 1-1 your score here. Again, the foggy sky is getting thicker and thicker here. And now on the far side here is the Yellow Jackets' Davidson coming forward, trying to get a ball to the outside. That one deflected. And it'll come near side now. Here's Freddie Watson. Watson for the Jackets. Wagner. Wiles now to the far side for Caffel. Kidd now coming short for that one. Now here's a lifted ball with the left foot. Trying to come inside now was Joel Thomas, and he got barreled into by Mosman, who came off of his line. No harm, no foul there. And we play on in a 1-1 draw here. Mosman rolling it for Kent now. And Nick Kent brings Macalester forward. Good read by Wiles to break that one up. Now Thomas. And overhitting a pass near side. He was trying to release Freddie Watson. Not a bad idea. As the throw comes in. Kent now on the right foot. Turning to come forward. Nick Kent's ball toward midfield. Picked up, and now here's Lipson in a foot race with Wagner getting inside of him. Here comes Lipson trying to play it across the face of goal. Here's a shot attempt. Save was made by Lockman. Lipson getting space on that side. Played it right in the middle. Shot coming in on goal. Lockman sprawling to his right to make the save. Comes against France again. Looking for his second of the game. In the meantime, the Jackets now trying to come back. McLaughlin beaten to that one. This is Joy Barica. And now going down in heat near side is going to be Lipson, who so far has gotten inside position against Wagner a couple times. Jackets are going to have to do something about that matchup. Lipson, the junior from Denver, Colorado, very, very pacey, and Wagner having a hard time with him out there. So the Jackets try to adjust things on that side. In the meantime, Lipson stands over a free kick here off that foul. Nearly 20 minutes elapsed here in this first half. 2 goals, 1 each way here so far. Lipson bending a ball in. Rising up to get the head ball there for the Jackets was Wagner. Ball still in the Yellow Jacket 18. Now Macalester trying to settle as they kick it wide for France. Chris France now stepping inside. Takes a shot. That one saved. The rebound is there, and they score. Let's see who ended up getting the goal. I couldn't see the back of the jersey on that one. That goal coming at 21-24. And we'll see. I know the initial shot came from France. Like I said, I don't know who got the finish on that one. But the tie game lasted all of 5 minutes and 24 seconds. And we'll see what the boys to my right say here. Hard to see through all the fog. The Jackets, again, behind, have not led in a game yet this season, and they trail yet again in this one. Meantime, here's a ball forward. Now the Jackets will have a corner kick as it comes in the Macalester 18. You think it was an unassisted goal? Do you know who scored it? 36. All right, they're saying it's Jack Freeman who got the goal. Yeah, I obviously had a bad angle, so. Meantime, corner kick taken here by Freddie Watson up the middle. And turn and get a shot away, and that one will go out of play, and we're going to have a goal kick here. So Lockman giving up the rebound, and it is going to be Freeman who gets the goal. The 6'2 junior from Denver, Colorado. High school teammate is Zach Lipson, by the way, and it's 2-1 in favor of the Scots.
22nd minute of play.
So Macalester up by 1. It's a pass coming forward now near side. Freddie Watson. It's taken off of that one, and a foul going to be called here. Jackets on the restart. Caffel. And angle it forward now. And went down was UWS's Thomas. Now Davidson will be called for a foul, and we're going to have a free kick here coming up. Actually, that's Kyle Massingham. It's hard to see who it is over there. Massingham had 8 goals and 7 assists for the Yellow Jackets a year ago. As this ball now hit over the top. Here's France. Touch a little bit off there from Caffel, and that one will be deflected out for a corner kick. These speedy forwards from Macalester giving the Jackets all kinds of problems in the defensive third. They're going to have to try to figure that one out. In the meantime, we're more than halfway through the opening half. 2-1 your score. France and Freeman the goals here for Macalester, and Kidd the goal for the Yellow Jackets. In the meantime, corner kick near side flag on the right foot. Bending ball, back post. Lockman goes up, and he'll grab this one. Now he'll flip it outside, now looking for Kidd. Now the far wing. Macalester breaking back again. They're looking to draw a foul call there. Jeremy Euchre says, no, we play on. Ball to the near side. And that one will go out of play as Beckett tried to run it down. Quick throw in, taken by Beck Ruiz here for Kent. And Macalester now will send it back for Mosman, top of his own 18. Now France coming forward. Playing it in the middle. Crossing the 18 now, headed away by Beckett, back up the middle. Macalester again taking over. Ball in the middle. France trying to cut back against the grain. Tackled off of his foot by Wiles, and now the Jackets trying to come back. Here's Freddie Watson. Joel Thomas was at an active first half. Now Beckett trying to come forward. And we're going to bring that ball back, and we'll have a stoppage of play, and it looks like we'll have a yellow card now handed out. Looks like Daniel Romanenko will get the call here. Clock stops, 20:06 remaining in the half. Reminder that at halftime we will have our intermission programming, sponsored by Hovland Incorporated. We'll have a look at the first half stats. We'll also have our first half summary. We'll also update you on the goings-on with the other Yellow Jacket teams this fall. Women's soccer was in action earlier today. We'll talk more about their game as well against Concordia Moorhead on the road in Moorhead, Minnesota. All that coming up at halftime. About 20 minutes of game time from now. In the meantime, we have a corner kick here coming up for the Yellow Jackets off that free kick. It'll be on the far side corner flag. Looks like Massingham is the one who's going to go over and take it here for UWS. It's been an eventful first half, I'll say that. And as Massingham standing over this one. And now the Yellow Jackets looking like they're going to make a couple of substitutions here. And Bryce Bolt's going to be one of the players coming in. Seth Davidson joining him. Now it'll be a corner kick, like I said, from the far side flag. Massingham lining it up. And here's Massingham. In a low line drive to the near post. That one easily cleared by the Scots, and now they're trying to break back. Bolt now unable to get a positive touch, and it comes all the way back for Lockman in goal. He'll now send it near side. Alfie Hudd for the Yellow Jackets, clipping a ball over the top for Thomas. Pass was behind the intended target in Beckett. And now getting his legs taken out was Blattman, Kazan Blattman. Native of San Jose, California, gets taken down by the Yellow Jackets, and a yellow card now for Rowan Wagner. It's been a tough half for Wagner. Lipson has beaten him a couple times to the spot, left side, and now he gets a yellow card, does Wagner. Calcer, by the way, has made a substitution on the near side. It is Milan Shah, the freshman from Chicago, Illinois, that has come in for the first time. Meanwhile, it's Kent that's standing over this free kick here for Macalester. Playing it short now for Blattman. And now the Scots will reset. Fog is coming in waves right now. At times I can see the field perfectly well, and other times I can't see barely anything at all. Now here's Thomas for the Yellow Jackets. Bending a ball for Bolt. Bryce Bolt now trying to win the race to the spot, and Mosman on the edge of his 18 with some nifty hands there, able to grab it. Bolt wanted a foul call. Near side AR said no. And we continue on. As the fog, like I said, rolling through Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium at the moment. Far side of the field, that went out of play. And now the Scots will reset. 17.5 remaining in this first 45 minutes. 2-1 your score as Alex Beck-Ruiz now hitting one over the top. Wiles for the Yellow Jackets turning. Now Massingham. Kyle Massingham for the Yellow Jackets, switching the field now. More for Hud. Now Wagner. Jackets about to make another substitution as this one is played near side for Thomas. Hud for the Yellow Jackets. Now clipping over the top. Beckett on the run. Kent trying to run him down, and that one will drift out. Should allow for the substitution here, one each way. It looks like it's going to be Isaac Beckett that's going to give way here for the Jackets. Meantime, a goal kick here for Mosman. And this one now touched out by Thomas. They've moved Joel Thomas around a lot so far. He's played up on top. Now he's back out to his original starting position on the right side. On all the way here for UWS in this opening nearly half hour now as this one's popped up in the air. Wiles. Well, Davidson trying to head it down. Here's Thomas now coming centrally. Nice job to pick out Davidson on the right side. Now into the 18 looking for Massingham. That one knocked away by the Scots defensively. And this one will be tackled out now. That's Jimmy Jamison, by the way, who's come in for the Jackets. 5'8" freshman from Somerset, United Kingdom, otherwise known as England. And we will have a throw now coming up here. Wagner, as a big throw, will take it. Deep in the corner. Wagner's throw. Flick toward goal, still up in the air. Bolt trying to go for it. Cross back in now by Thomas, and now it'll be cleared back up the near side. Wagner now will play it all the way back. Lockman overhits the pass for Caffel, but Caffel using the space well with the left foot. Able to pick out Kyle Massingham. Left-footed ball now into space. Far side. Bolt on the run. Has Moore with him in support. Plays it back now for Taylor Moore. Moore lifting a ball into the Macalester 18. Headed back up the middle. Here's Alfie Hood. Now Thomas. Left-footed ball comes in on a hop. And that one will be grabbed off that said hop by Drew Mosman. And he will hold on to it here. 14 minutes and 28 seconds remaining first half. 2-1 your score. The two goals for Macalester from Chris France and Jack Freeman. Well, Jake Kidd has the goal for the Yellow Jackets, their first of the season. And now foul going to be called here on Massingham. It will be a free kick here for Macalester. Ken sending it short now. Alex Beck-Ruiz now carrying all the way up the field. Being pestered by Alfie Hudd and then cleared out here by Wagner. Throw coming up. Beck-Ruiz will take it here for Macalester. Here's Shaw now. Stepping inside, Beck-Ruiz. Here's a turn by Shaw. Shaw coming up the middle. Trying to angle the ball and overhit it just a little bit. Looking for France, I think that was coming up the middle there on the right side. Jackets making another substitution. Off the goal kick up the far side. Gaffel for Davidson. A ball lifted near side. Here's Rowan Wagner. Joel Thomas now on the run. Trying for the overlap. Massingham trying to keep it in. Sharp angle cross, and he was unable to do so. Ran out of real estate. On the right side, goal kick coming up. Another substitution. Having a hard time with the substitutions because the fog is rolling in thicker at times and lighter at other times, and it's really hard under these circumstances to see absolutely every sub. I'll try to get them to you as much as I can. So bear with me. In the meantime, I'll have to restart now. Kent. Scott's playing it near side. Here's Alex Beck-Ruiz. Back up the middle now. Yellow Jackets will play it wide for Joel Thomas. And it'll be Jimmy Jamison drawing that foul. Quick restart. And now into the 18 where Mosman will grab that one. Kent now angling a ball near side. Beck-Ruiz. Milan Shaw. And Mill now on the turn. Here's Blattman. Kazan Blattman playing it wide. Kaffel for the Yellow Jackets. Turning it over. Top of the 18. Now played forward with the left foot as we're getting a mix of both fog and rain now here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. Oh, ball to the far side off the turnover. The Yellow Jackets trying to come back. Kaffel for the Jackets. Back for Wiles. And Wiles lifting one for Bolt. That one headed down. Bryce Bolt. Playing it into the 18. That one will be grabbed by Mosman. And now they roll it near side. New defender in there as well, by the way, for Macalester. It's Charles Wright who's come in there for the first time. Sorry, Reet is how you pronounce it. Junior from St. Paul, Minnesota. And that one will be tackled out now by Wiles, far side, right near midfield. We'll have a throw coming up, 9 minutes, 28 seconds, and the clock continues to move here. First half, 2-1 your score. As the throw comes in. Now into the Yellow Jacket 18. Ball cleared up the middle. Beck-Ruiz. Reach now will go to the far side of the field. And there is a foul called now. Free kick for the Jackets, and they take it quickly. Wagner now. Massingham checking back, and now the Jackets trying to work to the far side of the field. I believe, by the way, that's James Colt who's come in, the freshman from London, England, for the Yellow Jackets to replace Alfie Hudd. Don't quote me on that, though. I'd have to go back and look. It's really hard to see it. Yeah, as Wiles hitting it over the top. And now that one grabbed by Mosman again, the edge of his 18. Scott's playing it to the far side of the field. Played over the midfield stripe. Coming back is Wiles. Now Wiles. Caffel. And now turned over. The Yellow Jackets playing on the far side. And now a ball over the top, over to the far side. Still in on that far sideline. Davidson will give way on the throw here. Shot so far 6-3 in favor of the Scots. Jackets going to make substitutions here with 6 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the half. The throw comes in now. Flick through the middle, trying to step through was Massingham, and that one grabbed by Mosman. He'll hold on to it here. Fall on the Yellow Jackets will result in a free kick here for the Scots. Reet now. Kent in the middle. Jackets now with the interception. 5 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the half. Here's Wiles. Sending it wide. The ball in the space for Bolt. Alec Pyra, by the way, is the new Yellow Jacket midfielder and winger on this right side. Pyra, freshman from Richmond, England. And he'll take this throw. Popped up in the air toward the top of the 18, trying to bring it down. Ball still loose. Davidson on the move, crosses the middle. Jamison came in weak side, swung right through that one. Had a good look at it, great look in fact. Near the middle of the 18, couldn't get contact on it. And it remains 2-1. Now the Scots trying to build from the back. Here's Beck Ruiz, back for Reet. In the middle now for Keen Palmer. They'll switch it to the far side. And now Nick Kent playing it off into space. Wiles for the Yellow Jackets. Davidson hitting that ball and skips right in between. Pass Bryce Bolt all the way to the 18. 3 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the half. Now Massingham tracking back for Wagner. Massingham sending it to the far side. Here's Caffel. Caffel near side now, Wagner. The Jackets taking their time here. Caffel now, left-footed cross coming in toward the 18. Hit it up in the air. Cleared by Reet. Now Blattman sending a ball forward, coming off of his line, out of his box with the left foot is Lockman. He'll send it into Macalester territory, headed back up in the air. Jimmy Jamison for the Yellow Jackets trying to dance his way into Macalester territory, tackled out off of Jamison. It'll be a throw here for Macalester with 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the half. As the throw comes in. Taken now, and Blattman will go near side for Beck Ruiz. Under 2 minutes left now. Reminder at halftime, we'll have our first half summary. Look at the first half stats. Also catch you up on what else is happening with Yellow Jacket Athletics. All that coming up at halftime. 1 minute and 35 seconds from now. This ball up the middle. Turned over. Colt trying to play it up forward, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul call against the Yellow Jackets and a yellow card against Kyle Massingham here, it appears. 1 minute, 23 seconds remaining in the opening half. Can't get enough of the Yellow Jackets? Tune into Eye of the Swarm, the official podcast of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Join John Garver and me throughout the years. We sit down with Yellow Jacket student athletes, coaches, and other guests. Eye of the Swarm is available on uwsyellowjackets.com/podcast, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you happen to get your podcasts. Second yellow of the first half against the Yellow Jackets. The other coming against Rowan Wagner. About 20 minutes back. In the meantime now, off that restart. Ball up the far side. Caffel heading it into the air. So we approach the 1 minute mark of this opening half. Now here's a Macalester player dancing all the way into the Yellow Jacket 18. That was Keen Palmer with some nifty footwork. Jackets able to tackle it off him, but now the Scots as we go under a minute remaining in the half. Romanenko now taking it in deep, trying to get a cross away. And it'll go out for a Macalester corner kick, near side flag. It looks like it'll be Milan Shaw. Well, come over and take the corner kick on the right foot, near side flag. Half minute separating us from halftime. Yeah, Shaw lines this one up. Toward the back post. Headed right back up the middle. 15 seconds remaining until the break. Back outside, here's Shaw. And the flag goes up. Offside call against the Scots, and that should about do it here for this opening 45 minutes. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that is how the first 45 minutes will end here from Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. A lot of fog and 3 goals in that opening half. France, Kidd, and Freeman, your goal scorers. Add it all up, and it's a 2-1 lead here for Macalester as we reach halftime. 2-1 in favor of the Scots. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back with our halftime programming sponsored by Hovland Incorporated. That's all coming up in a couple of minutes. This is Yellow Jacket Men's Soccer on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network. We're back here for halftime between the Yellow Jackets and Macalester. Halftime today is sponsored by Hovland Incorporated, providing concrete masonry and design to the Twin Ports and the surrounding area. Hovland Incorporated, 218-722-1662. Your score at the break, Macalester 2, Yellow Jackets 1. Jackets got off to a very slow start in this ball game. Macalester right off the bat had a couple of really good looks, especially coming up this left side. Specifically, Zach Lipson of Macalester able to break inside, got inside position a couple times against Rowan Wagner of the Yellow Jackets, and was able to get a couple of really good looks in the first couple of minutes. And then Macalester putting pressure on the Yellow Jackets, breaks through for the game's first goal at 3:28 of the opening half. The goal is Chris France. He gets the first goal. The assist, though, to Lipson, who, again, got some space on the left side, came in on a sharp angle, slotted it back across the front of the Yellow Jacket net, and near the 6-yard area was France. He tucked it in the corner, and just like that, the Yellow Jackets were down 1-0. UWS able to get their first goal of the season, however. 12 minutes and 32 seconds later, at 16 minutes exactly, as Jake Kidd gets his first goal of the season for the Yellow Jackets on that matter. It was a cross on the far side from Taylor Moore, the D2 transfer for the Yellow Jackets. High arcing ball into the Macalester 18. Isaac Beckett rose up to get his head to it, as did Kidd. It fell to Jake Kidd, and finally he was able to tuck it into the corner. And that goal at 16 minutes exactly made it a 1-1 contest. Stayed that way only for 5 minutes and 24 seconds when Jack Freeman took advantage of an initial shot that was saved off the left foot of Chris France, who scored the first goal of the ball game. Sharp angle shot that Yellow Jacket starting keeper Luke Lockman made the save on. Couldn't corral the rebound, however, and it was tucked into the corner by Freeman. That goal coming at 21-24. And that's where we stand at the break. Your score, Macalester 2, Yellow Jackets 1. Stats after that first half. Macalester outshooting the Yellow Jackets officially 6-3 in that first half, including 4-2 in shots on goal. A total of 5 corner kicks were taken in that opening 45 minutes, 3 of them by the Scots. Total of 4 yellow cards in that first half, 3 of them against the Yellow Jackets. 11 fouls were called, 7 of them against the Yellow Jackets. 3 offside calls were all awarded to Macalester. And as far as goalkeeper saves in the first half, UWS's Luke Lockman has 2 saves thus far, while starting goalkeeper for Macalester, Drew Mosman, has 1 through 45 minutes. So those are your numbers. Halfway home in this one, 2-1 your score at the break, and we'll take another quick break ourselves here before we come back and update you on what else is happening with the Yellow Jackets fall sports season. That's coming up right after this. This is UWS Men's Soccer, brought to you by the UMAC Sports Network, an affiliate. I said that wrong. Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network. We'll be back with more. Thanks. Matt Johnson back here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium as halftime rolls on here. Yellow Jackets trailing at 2-1. We have about 7 minutes before we begin the second half here, so we'll catch you up on what else is happening with the Yellow Jacket Athletics. Begin with women's soccer. Yellow Jackets now 0-3-1 on the season. They played Concordia Moorhead earlier this afternoon to a scoreless draw in Moorhead, Minnesota. In that contest, the team created many quality offensive opportunities as the vast majority of the play actually between the two sides took place between the respective 18-yard boxes. For the game, the Cobbers ended up holding a 13-10 edge in total shots, including a 7-4 advantage in shots on goal, but neither team was able to get one into the back of the net. Quinn Clark went all the way in goal for the Yellow Jackets to get the shutout, stopping all 7 shots she faced. Jackets still haven't scored a goal yet this season, having played now 360 minutes of soccer without finding the back of the net. They'll try again on Saturday, this coming Saturday, as they continue on their road swing, the 13th, taking on UW River Falls in non-conference action at Raymer Field down in River Falls. That'll be a 2 p.m. opening kick. They'll next be at home on Wednesday, September 17th versus North Central. That'll be game 2 of a doubleheader, by the way. The men's game will start at about 4:30. 7 p.m., the opening kick of that one against the Rams and the UMAC season opener. 6:45, the pregame with yours truly. Those 2 games, by the way, will both be Yellow Jacket TV broadcasts only. Volleyball, meanwhile, at 4-4 overall. They split their final 2 matches at the St. Paul tournament on Saturday, defeating Hamlin 3-2 at Hutton Arena in St. Paul before closing out the tournament with a 3-1 loss to Central College of Iowa at the Butler Center, also in St. Paul. Against Hamlin, the Yellow Jackets won by set scores of 25-22, 21-25, 27-25, 13-25, and 15-13. In that match, UWS hit 125 for the match and were led by McKenna Holbein, who had 20 kills and 20 digs. Sydney Bader, meanwhile, added 13 kills and 12 digs, while Carly Lohman and Gabby Schwartz combined to dish out 50 assists. Sydney Smith contributed 10 kills for UWS, while Colleen Claude led the way defensively with 26 digs. And then against Central, the Yellow Jackets fell by set scores of 23-25, 22-25, won the third set 25-7, and then dropped the fourth set 13-25. For the match, UWS hitting 148 was paced again by Holbein, who had 10 kills and 14 digs, while Bader led the team with total kills with 11. Lohman and Schwartz combining for 27 assists, while Savannah Herring led the way defensively for UWS with 19 digs. Holbein was also named UMAC Volleyball Offensive Athlete for the Week for the second time this season, so congratulations to her. Coming up next for the Yellow Jacket women, Friday and Saturday, September 12th and 13th at the UW Lacrosse Invitational in Lacrosse. On Friday, the Yellow Jackets will take on Luther and Monmouth at 5 and 7 p.m. respectively, while on Saturday, UWS will take on St. Norbert and host UW Lacrosse at 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. respectively. Men's and women's golf, both teams hosted the Twin Ports Collegiate on Saturday and Sunday at Namaji Golf Course here in Superior, with the men emerging as the team champions in the event, with a team score of 300 on day 2 to edge past St. Scholastica by 1 shot over the 2 days. Individually, the Yellow Jackets were led by Andrew Slatton, who fired a 2 under 70 for the round on Saturday, to take first place. On the women's side, the Yellow Jackets finished second on Sunday with a team score of 340 and were led by Abby Schintz and Sophia Otto, who each had scores of 83. Both teams are next in action tomorrow, September 11th, at the UMAC Preview at Pebble Creek Golf Club in Becker, Minnesota. Action gets underway for both teams starting at 11 a.m. And last but not least, men's and women's cross country. Both teams open their respective campaigns at the Tony St. Pierre Invite, hosted by St. John's and St. Benedict at Boulder Ridge Golf Club in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Those were on Friday, by the way. On the men's side, the Yellow Jackets placed third with a team score of 69 and were led by Dylan Udo with a time of 16 minutes, 0.6 seconds to place fourth individually. On the women's side, UWS placed fourth as a team with a score of 106 points and were led by Simone Stevens, who placed fourth individually with a time of 19:14.9. For his performance, Udo was named UMAC Men's Cross Country Athlete of the Week. Up next for those 2 teams, they're going to be off this coming weekend, but they will be next in action on Saturday, September 20th. Both teams at the St. Olaf Invitational, hosted down in Northfield, Minnesota by St. Olaf College. Those races will be run at the St. Olaf Cross Country course. Both the men's and women's races are slated for 11 a.m. starts. So that's your Yellow Jacket sports summary here as we continue on with our halftime programming. In fact, we're going to bring our halftime programming to an end here, sponsored by Hovland Incorporated. And we'll take one more quick break before we come back with the start of the second half of this non-conference contest between the Yellow Jackets and the Scots. That's coming up in about 2.5 minutes. This is UWS Men's Soccer on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network. Matt Johnson back here, second half of this contest between the Yellow Jackets and Macalester coming up here in just a moment. Quick reminder, the Jackets will be next in action again this coming Friday, taking on St. Olaf College here at SCCU Stadium in Superior. That'll be a joint broadcast on 91.3 FM KUWS and also Yellow Jacket TV. 7 p.m. the opening kick against the Ole's, 6:45 the pregame with yours truly. Also, Yellow Jacket fans get the same gear the Yellow Jackets wear by visiting the Yellow Jacket Sideline store. Browse all the latest styles of gear, including t-shirts, shorts, sweatshirts, outerwear, and more. The Yellow Jacket Sideline store can be found at uwsyellowjackets.com/shop. Jackets will be going from right to left here in this second half, and we'll see if the Yellow Jackets can mount a comeback here. Yellow Jackets still looking for their first lead in any game this season. We're only 3 games in, but as we begin this second half of play, and the Fog continuing to play games with my vantage point here. I'll do the best I can, folks. It's not often that we have this foggy of an evening here in Superior. It's pretty common across the bridge. I've had to do this when I've been on UMD broadcasts in the past, but tonight really the first time I think that I've had to do this kind of fog-impaired broadcast here in Superior. So, but it wouldn't be the Twin Ports without a little fog, especially the fall now upon us. In the meantime, Macalester will kick off here beginning the second half, going from left to right. See what kind of adjustments the two teams made here as well at halftime. And as we begin the second half here, a little bit of a delay there. And off of the restart, immediately Macalester will send the ball in the 18, picked up by Lockman, and he'll roll it now for Jacob Wiles. Shots in that first half, in case you missed our halftime programming. 6-3 in favor of Macalester, including 4-2 in shots on goal. Not a super offensive first half by either team. As here's Jake Kidd, now the Yellow Jacket goal scorer, sending it now off into the corner. For the on-rushing Joel Thomas. Thomas trying to win that ball back, can't do so. He'll slide in there and commit a foul. We'll have a free kick here for the Scots. Macalester, rich soccer tradition, by the way, for Macalester. Campus of Macalester College, by the way, in one of the nicer neighborhoods in St. Paul. It's up the street from St. Thomas. There's about 3 or 4, in fact, MIAC schools that are within about 3 or 4 miles of each other over in that part of St. Paul. Of course, St. Thomas no longer a MIAC member, now at the Division I level. As this now into the 18, here's the cross coming from Thomas over the top of everybody. Headed up in the air. Now brought down. Here's Moore getting a shot away. That one deflects. And we're going to have a stoppage here as the ball went out of play. Taylor Moore for the Yellow Jackets got all that one, and the Macalester defender took it off the upper body to the left side, top of the 18, and he is down now. Moore again lining that one up with the right foot. And like I said, it looked like it caught him in the left side of his chest maybe. And he was turning and looking for Jeremy Euchre right away on that one, and yeah, those, they don't feel very good. And the training staff here at SCCU Stadium standing by on this one. Jackets will begin UMAC conference play next Wednesday, like I said, taking on North Central. We'll have just 2 days in between games. Back here again on Friday night to take on St. Olaf. Good look at Adam Caffel for the Yellow Jackets, getting ready to lamp this throw as the Macalester defender who took that and the upper body is now walking off under his own power. So that's a good sign. In the meantime, now Caffel will line up the throw just to my left here. 43-32 remain to be played here in the ball game this evening. Gaffel now lining it up. Still waiting for the restart. Looks like he's going to go straight into the 18 with this one. High arcing throw. Trying to get a head on it. Kent now will send it back over toward midfield, and waiting on it now is Lockman. Back wide now, Harvey McLaughlin for the Yellow Jackets. Macalester now taking possession. Tap dancing his way forward now for the Scots was Jonathan Kim, and now Isaac Beckett's going to take a blow to the head, and they're going to have a stoppage of the clock, and now Jeremy Euchre's going to want Isaac Beckett, I think, to come off the field for a look at his head. Anything up near the head area, the referees are always going to err on the side of caution, which is appropriate, of course. And so now Beckett's going to run off. Expect that he'll probably come back pretty quickly. Throw will be taken near side by Michael Myers, 5'10" junior from San Rafael, California. Myers off the throw. Heading it back into the middle. Now France trying to turn. And he'll get grabbed onto from behind here by Orlando Fertelman. And predictably, Beckett is back on. We'll have a free kick here. Chris France standing over this one for Macalester. 35, 40 yards away from Lockman's goal to our right. A couple of Scots now standing over the free kick, including Kasdan Blattman. Jacket's going to hold the line near the top of the 18. Macalester bunching on the right. And Kasdan Blattman just waiting the word now from Jeremy Euchre. Bending a ball now. Lockman comes for it. Grabs it. Now he'll try to restart the Jackets quickly. And a throw for the Yellow Jackets far side. Apparently not. Now it's going to be a throw for the Scots. Throw comes in. Jackets intercepting. McLaughlin now for UWS. Sending a ball with the right foot near side. Taylor Moore for the Yellow Jackets. Overlapping run from Joel Thomas. Now Thomas. Left-footed cross. Comes in the middle looking for Kidd. Headed back up the middle. Ball still sitting there. Watson trying to settle. Plays it wide now. McLaughlin. And his cross comes in, and Mosman will short hop it at his near post, or his strong side post, I should say. And now he'll roll to the far side. I think that's Beck Ruiz, by the way, playing it over the top. Wiles with a nice head ball there for UWS. Now the Yellow Jackets get the advantage call, is coming forward with it now. McLaughlin looking for more. Heading it down. Now here's Kim near side. And that one will go out of play. It'll be a throw here coming up. And Macalester going to make a substitution here. Just over 5 minutes in the second half. Looks like it'll be Myers that'll check out here. And a throw coming up now near side. McLaughlin. Watson on the run now, far side. Angling it for Kidd. Jake Kidd trying to make a move. Well played defensively there by Kent. And now we'll have a stoppage of play here, and it looks like I think we're going to have a card handed out to Macalester on that far side. Clock stopping, 39:14 now left. Free kick for the Jackets. Makeshift corner kick of sorts. Kind of a short corner here for UWS. Watson will stand over this one on the left foot. Jackets bunching into the middle here. Watson lifting a ball in the middle, headed away by Kent. Back up the middle. And the Jackets will now send it all the way back. Here's Caffel. Out off of Kim, throw coming up, McLaughlin. Wiles now to the far side. Here's Wagner. Fertelman. Wiles. Continued on by Beckett. And popped up in the air. And now that one out of play off of the Yellow Jackets. There'll be a throw here for the Scots. 38:15 remaining here. Beckett now off the throw. Now McLaughlin. Harvey McLaughlin crossing it into the 18. Couple of players from Macalester trying to bring it down. Here's Kidd now trying to step through. Ball sent back up the middle. Beckett getting to it. Isaac Beckett again. Now the left-footed shot, and that one just misses the near post. Isaac Beckett, looks like a team captain stepping through and getting one away with the left foot. I'm sure it would have been a highlight reel moment for Beckett. His senior year now. And now at the goal kick. Kent will send it to the far side. Beck Ruiz. Closed down well there by Kidd. It all comes up a little bit limp and lame. That would not be a good thing for UWS, to say the least, as he goes down. We play on. Now ball in the middle. Caffel, good read there. Kid's still down on the far side. Like I said, that's a guy the Yellow Jackets can ill afford to lose. But they'll play on here. Watson on the far side. Now McLaughlin. And it'll go out of play. And now Jay Kidd. Looks like it might be a pulled muscle would be my guess on that one, as he came running in there off the goal kick and went down and very gingerly now walking off. Like I said, that's a guy the Jackets can ill afford to lose. Finished second in the country last year with 24 goals, did the senior from right here in Superior. So Kidd goes out. Bryce Bolt will come in. And Kidd has the Yellow Jacket goal tonight. First goal of the season for UWS. Coming off a year in which they broke the school record with 118 goals a year ago. Led the nation in that category. As off the restart now, it's sent forward into Yellow Jacket territory. Here's Wiles. Caffel. Now McLaughlin sinking in deep on the right foot. Here's Moore now. Taylor Moore for the Jackets. Fertelman. And the pass will go all the way back in the Yellow Jacket territory where Caffel will pick it up. Jacob Wiles for UWS, lifting a ball far side of the field. Beckett trying to settle. Beck Ruiz there for Macalester. Now the Scots will send it over the midfield stripe, and we're going to have a foul called as Beckett hits the deck here. Free kick for UWS. Nearly 10 minutes elapsed in the second half. Game has slowed down a bit here. McLaughlin back for Wiles, now near side. Here's Caffel. Caffel's ball. Intercepted, now here's Kim. And this one will go out of play. A throw coming up here for Macalester. Substitution now coming up here, it looks like for the Scots. Looks like giving way will be Jonathan Kim. Sophomore from San Diego, California. A lot of Californians on this team. Head coach Greg Olson, now in his 13th season. 123, 76, and 32, his record. Matching this with Joe Mooney, looking for his first win of this season. 229, 101, and 52. I believe are the numbers for Coach Mooney. .229, 101, and 28, excuse me. In the meantime, here comes Macalester again. France to the outside. Latman now leaving it up the middle. Keen Palmer, now they send it to the far side again. Lipson coming through. Jackets able to close him down now. On a lot of joy up that side in the first half. Jackets able, like I said, to close that one down. Now it's to the far side. Sent back in, and that one will roll harmlessly over the end line, it appears. Goal kick for the Yellow Jackets here. Fog making it almost an eerie feeling here at the stadium tonight. This ball toward midfield. Bolt trying to bring it down. Off the chest, unable to do so. Now they go all the way back. Lockman turns it over up the middle. Picked off now. Here's McLaughlin. Harry McLaughlin. Over the top now looking for Watson. And out of play. It'll be a goal kick here for the Scots. Just overcooked it a little bit with the right foot and did McLaughlin on that one. Goal kick here taken by Kent. He sends it over midfield. Caffel now for Moore. And Taylor Moore running out of real estate. It'll be a throw. France wanted to go quickly. And instead, he will give way here. Ondieki Mina, by the way, took that throw for Macalester. He came out as a sub in the first half. Now off the restart the Jackets with Wiles. Lockman now. Far side of the field. And now we have an offside whistle against the Scots. So a lot of time left in this one, over a half hour. 2-1 Macalester in the lead. All three goals coming in the opening half. Macalester goals from France and Freeman. The Yellow Jackets goal coming from Jake Kidd. Left with a lower body injury just a few minutes ago. Hopefully we'll see him again. If not, UWS going to have to go with the makeshift kind of lineup here a little bit, especially at the forward slot. McLaughlin now to the outside. Wagner, high arcing ball. Kent trying to bring that one down. Now Beckett. It's Freddie Watson on the left foot. Isaac Beckett now trying to turn. Crossing it into the 18. Mina able to clear it back toward midfield. Headed back toward the center of the park now by UWS's Wagner. Some fancy footwork here now by the Scots. Kasten Blattman, and now he'll play it all the way back. Here's Myers. Joey Barrica will go to the far side of the field. Now ball coming through the middle all the way through. Lockman will grab it. Not grab it, play with his feet. McLaughlin now. Now Wiles. An angle the ball on the near side. Moore trying to bring it down. And now out off of McLaughlin. Now ball to the far side, and that one tackled out. Macalester throw now coming in far side. Kent's ball in the middle. Jackets off the intercept now trying to break forward. That one also broken up by the Scots. Now this is Kent with it on the right foot, trying to switch it near side. Barrica continuing it on. Here's Myers. France. Mina now. Ondieki Mina, coming forward. Still carrying for Macalester, shedding a couple of tacklers. Top of the 18. Cleared away now with the left foot by the Yellow Jackets. Freddie Watson in tracking back now. It'll be Joy Barrica. Mosman now lobbing it over the top to the far side. And now we have another stoppage. 27:45 left. The Yellow Jacket cramping up, it appears. It's like a cramp here for the Yellow Jackets off to our right. It might be Jake Wiles that's down. He's getting some help from one of the Macalester players. In fact, it's Mina that's over there trying to help. Yeah, it looks like he has a calf cramp. Pretty common in this sport, by the way, to get those calf cramps. Still a lot of time this one. You can look at the Yellow Jacket huddle. It's been a pretty quiet half so far. As I mentioned, all 3 goals coming in the first half. Shots are now 7-6 and 5-3 and on target in favor of Macalester. As the cramping continues to our right here. Have you downloaded Swarm Central, the official rewards and loyalty app of the Yellow Jackets? Get started and receive 200 points just for registering and 200 more for downloading the app. Redeem your points for cool prizes at the Swarm Central store. Find Swarm Central in the Apple and Google stores today. Now, it's Adam Caffel, in fact, that has suffered the cramp, and it's apparently quite a doozy. He was down for a while. Now he's back up. would guess that probably Ben Lyman will make an appearance here for UWS to replace Caffel. With 27:45 remaining. And it is Ben Lyman that is coming in here for the Yellow Jackets. They're going to play him on the left side, I would guess. Meantime, we should have a drop ball situation here in Macalester territory to our left. Looks like awaiting the drop ball will be Kent here for the Scots. And that's exactly what will happen as he plays it forward. There's Wagner for the Yellow Jackets to head it down. Now Fertelman to the outside with the head ball. Wiles for the Yellow Jackets. Beckett now. Outside for Taylor Moore. Moore, who has an assist tonight, gives it off. Here's Beckett. Left-footed cross comes in, headed away. Back for Beckett. Mina now heading it up the middle. Fertelman trying to bring it down. Outside for Moore. Moore continuing on for McLaughlin. Harvey McLaughlin. The right-footed cross, that one cleared away as well. A lot of traffic in the 18 on that sequence. Now Wiles will go to the far side. Wagner. Watson trying to step inside. Now Beckett. Another cross into the top of the 18. Cleared back up the middle. Headed wide now by Fertelman. Tracked by McLaughlin. Harry McLaughlin for UWS. Lay it off now for Ben Lyman. Now Wiles to the far side. Two substitutes for UWS getting ready to check back in as Wagner lifts this one in. Rising up for it was Mosman. Ball still loose. And now cleared away here by the Scots. Good challenge there by Moore as he came in on the high ball in the 18. The Jackets will make substitutions now. Taylor Moore about 6'2", 6'3". And he's going to check out, as is Bryce Bolt. So Kidd is back in there for the Jackets, so that's a good sign. Also back in is Seth Davidson, the freshman. Throw coming now from Lyman. Mina in there for the Scots. Taking it wide now is Thomas. Left-footed cross in the middle. Comes back. Here's a shot attempt now by Davidson, and that one will rise high and wide. Goal kick now for the Scots. And continue on this 2-1 contest on a foggy night here in Superior. Angling ball over the top all the way for Lockman now. Lockman now will play it short. Here's Ben Lyman. Wiles for the Yellow Jackets. Now Lockman. Hitting a ball over the top. Headed back. Now here's McLaughlin. Harvey McLaughlin for UWS. Late with his pass for Joel Thomas. That one picked off by the Scots. And then dribbled out of play here near side by Michael Myers. Throw coming up now. McLaughlin wants to go quickly. Instead, he'll give it off now for Lyman. Ben Lyman now for the Jackets. Davidson trying to flick it through. That one now cleared away again. Another throw for UWS. This one headed down. Mina now will flick it forward. Here's France now for the Scots. Mina coming forward. Ondieki, Mina. Beckett off the intercept. And overhits the pass now near side. Curls out of play before Joel Thomas could get to it. Myers on the throw here for Macalester. Beckett hitting it centrally now. Here's Seth Davidson. Rowan Wagner. Beckett. Oh, boy, that's a tough call there on Isaac Beckett. They're going to say he went studs up, even though he won the ball. But it goes in favor of the Scots. They'll have a free kick here coming up. Nearly midway through the second half. Myers now playing a ball over the top, headed down. Now Watson. Fertelman. And now Myers for the Scots. On the right foot. Sending it all the way back. Macalester with Barica. Kent. Now Beck Ruiz heading over the top. Heading it down now for the Jackets was Wiles. Here's Beckett. Isaac Beckett trying to angle the ball for Watson, and on the same page with the senior, Freddie Watson, and it'll be scooped up now by Mosman. Stick around, by the way, for a brief post-game recap, sponsored by Synovus Energy. Once we go final here tonight, as this ball now hit over the top. Wiles trying to run it back. France in his back. Nice job there. And then flicked out of play here by Davidson. Myers on the throw now for Macalester. Now Nick Kent. Ball over the top now. Up the left foot there of Kazan Blattman. Lockman the first to it. Sends it far side. Watson. And that one now sprayed out of play off the right foot of McFarland, Wisconsin native Rowan Wagner. It'll be a throw here coming up for the Scots. Jackets now trying to break back on the counter. Watson. Now another ball over the top for Mina. Mina getting inside. And that one will go out of play. It'll be a goal kick here for the Yellow Jackets. 20 minutes, 18 seconds and counting remaining. Both teams going to make single substitutions here. Cal Massingham's going to come back in. Looks like Beckett's going to come out. Off the restart, Kent now popping this one into the air. Getting away from Kidd. Jackets trying to settle it. Now Massingham, and again, not on the same page. Playing it wide, nobody there in a white jersey. Goal kick here for Mosman. 19 minutes, 20 seconds remaining tonight. 2-1 in favor of Macalester. Massingham for the Yellow Jackets. Now Ben Lyman. Joel Thomas now stepping inside on the right foot. Thomas still going. Fertelman. McLaughlin. Now Thomas continuing it on. Files for the Yellow Jackets. McLaughlin, Thomas, Freddie Watson. Trying to cross one in. That one takes a deflection. Macalester defender, who took it, by the way, smarting a bit as the Scots try to break back now off of the change of possession. Jackets still taking it back. Here's Wiles. Massingham now for the Yellow Jackets. Watson will try it again here. Macalester right now content just to let the Yellow Jackets have possession. Lyman's pass now picked off, and here's Myers now in a foot race with Ben Lyman. Gets around him. Myers now coming in, has a couple of runners with him. Myers now leaving it short. Elon Shaw now. Nice defensive play by the freshman Davidson there. Free kick here coming up with 17.5 remaining to be played on the evening. Jackets needing a goal to get back to even in this one. 2-1 in favor of Macalester. Like I mentioned, all three goals coming in the opening 45 minutes. Now ball up the far side. Here's Freddie Watson. McLaughlin angling it near side. Here's Thomas. Done a lot of running tonight, has Joel Thomas, the senior from Cardiff, Wales. His ball through the middle, brought down. Now Fertelman to the outside. And a high arcing ball now from Wagner. That'll be easy pickings for Mosman. Nobody in a white jersey making a run. Joey Barica now for Macalester, for Kent. Now Myers. Oh, ball through the middle, Blatzman. And send that through for Mina. Good intercept by the Yellow Jackets. Now trying to trigger up the far side. And there's Watson, and he'll be called for a foul, and now we're going to have a yellow card for him. 16 minutes, 15 seconds remaining to be played. Game sliding in there at Freddie Watson. And now Joel Thomas is sitting down. Hopefully that's not an injury, just a adjustment of the footwear. And now Thomas is back up, thankfully, and he's going to check out, by the way. Moore's going to come back in. So he will play the left side. Thomas, with 16 minutes and 15 seconds remaining to be played now, will take a seat, at least for now. He's had a lot of running to do tonight, has Joel Thomas. Free kick now for Macalester, far side. And off the restart. Wild's heading that one down. Mina now getting a step. Ondiege. Mina looking for the foul call, didn't get the call. And now that one out of play to William Macalester throw here. Macalester looking to go to 4-1. They came in having only surrendered one goal on the season. That was on that 1-0 loss against Luther last time out. Opened up the season with 3 straight wins by multiple goals, by the way. Played a couple of West Coast teams, including Linfield of Oregon. As this throw comes in.
So you're a T&O major? What class are you taking?
Right footed cross coming in from Mina. That one will drift over the end line. Going back to what Macalester has done so far this season. Actually opened up the season with that win over Linfield, 3-0, and then defeated St. Norbert 4-0. And defeated Wartburg when they returned. Wartburg, by the way, the preseason favorite in the American Rivers Conference. That's the same league as Luther. And then falling to Luther last time out. And we have another player down here for the Yellow Jackets, and now the trainer's going to come out. Or excuse me, it's a player down behind the scenes for Macalester. 14:44 left. And a lot of stoppages in this second half for injuries. So we'll see how long this delay is now. In the meantime, the Yellow Jackets looks like they're going to make a couple of changes while they have the opportunity here. Looks like Beckett is back on. And it looks like we will actually restart here. Or maybe we won't. Macalester player that is down, by the way, is just to the right side, about maybe 10 yards, maybe 15 yards beyond the Yellow Jacket back line. And we may have to wait this one out. A quick update of the stats here. Like I said, has not been a lot of offensive opportunities at all either way in the second half. Shots remaining right now at 7 apiece. Macalester still holding a 5-3 edge in shots on goal. Still just 5 corner kicks so far. 5 yellow cards in the game, 16 fouls, and now we are actually going to restart here. As offset restart, the Yellow Jackets now with McLaughlin. Now turned over as Wiles tried to hit it through the middle. Myers his ball. Beckett off the intercept, and they're going to call a foul on the Yellow Jackets here. Free kick here now for Macalester. Clock continuing to move. Kent not going to be in any hurry to get this one off. High arcing ball in the middle of the 18, trying to bring it down. Now Mina will pop it up into the air, and that one will go beyond the goal line to our right. It'll be a goal kick here coming up for Luke Lockman. Off the restart now. Quickly, here come the Yellow Jackets with Wiles. Moore now for UWS. Moore now being measured by Shaw on the near side, and that one will go out of play. Moore wants to go quickly. Instead, he'll give way. Lyman will take it. McLaughlin now for Moore. Moore back for McLaughlin. And that one will be tackled away. We'll have a throw for the Yellow Jackets. Time becoming a bit of an issue. Still plenty of time remaining. 13 minutes and a few seconds. But that's where you start keeping an eye on that clock if you're UWS, and also Macalester as well. And a 2-1 contest as Lyman now tossing into the 18. Headed up in the air now by Davidson, and then smothered here by Mosman. Scott's now off the restart, far side of the field. Beckett for UWS, trying to make a move up the middle. He'll draw the foul here on Kazan Blattman. It'll be a free kick for UWS. Now McLaughlin off the restart. Lyman outside Moore. Taylor Moore starts upping his way through. Left-footed cross. Cleared near post. Now Macalester coming back. Blattman. Mina now on the far side. Now Lyman.
The two on the right.
Freddie Watson now trying to switch it near side. Lyman. Wiles. Now Lyman. McLaughlin.
When was this?
Now coming forward is Myers. He'll dribble out of play near side. Throw coming up for the Yellow Jackets. 2 more substitutions coming up. We go under 11 minutes now left in this one. Caffel back on, by the way, for the Yellow Jackets. Apparently he's gotten over the cramps that he had. Now Lockman. Throw now for Wagner. Up the far side in the middle. Now an angling ball right side. Rossa into the 6 for Macalester, coming off the right foot that time of Keen Palmer, grabbed by Lockman, and now he'll roll it to the far side. Now Davidson. Heavy touch there. Cleared back up the middle. Watson playing it back. Davidson trying to force it into the 18. That one intercepted by Macalester. Wiles able to run that one down. Now Lockman turning it over in midfield. Nice tackle there by Isaac Beckett for UWS. And then his resulting ball over the top. Makes it all the way to the 18. Mosman will grab it. Mina on the far side. There's Jacob Wiles making another tackle. He has really played well tonight. Jacob Wiles in the middle. You can make the argument he's been the best Yellow Jacket player so far tonight. Lockman now sending a ball near side. Moore heading it back toward the field of play. Davidson goes down. Free kick for the Yellow Jackets. Beckett restarting quickly. Now Caffel. Harry McLaughlin. McLaughlin now angling a ball. Near side, here's Moore. Taylor Moore, that one tackled out. Corner kick UWS. 8 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. Corner kick number 3 for the Yellow Jackets. McLaughlin jogging over, he will take it. Harvey McLaughlin lining it up, near side flag. Bending ball and put it right on top of the goal. That one hurts a little bit. Didn't even get it in the field of play. Goal kick here coming up now for Mosman. 7 minutes, 35 seconds remaining. Throw up on the far side. Headed out of play. Another throw here coming up. Now Mina coming in at an angle. Check that. I believe it was Blattman at an angle. That one tackled out of play off of the Macalester player. Goal kick for the Yellow Jackets. Far side of the field. Wiles for the Yellow Jackets. Now ball in the middle. Here's McLaughlin. Harvey McLaughlin coming forward now. Trying to turn and play a ball to the far side. Now McLaughlin off the tackle. Trying to get a cross away, and that one throw coming up for the Yellow Jackets now. Far side, Rowan Wagner will take it. 5 minutes, 40 seconds still left. Now the clock really becoming an issue now. Wagner's throw. Head away now, Wagner. Back for McLaughlin. That one takes a deflection. Headed up in the air, still near the 18. Now sent forward. Another substitution here for the Scots. 4:53 left. Davison trying to head it up the middle. Now on the near side, it's Palmer. Keen Palmer. Side out against Caffel, coming in deep. Coming all the way through. And a shot from point blank range just goes high and wide. That was Lipson that came in. Lifted high over the bar. Now Davidson off the goal kick. Kent to the far side. Ball coming out of play. Under 4 minutes now left. Off the restart. McLaughlin. Caffel. Lockman now in the 18. Now Wagner. Lockman. Kid for the Yellow Jackets playing it down now. Here's McLaughlin. Wiles. Caffel. Caffel now trying to clip it over the top now, looking for Freddie Watson, who's come left side. And that one will go out of play. Throw for the Yellow Jackets here. And I'll fall on Macalester. It'll be a free kick for the Yellow Jackets. Macalester going to hold the line, top of the 18. McLaughlin on the right foot. Ball through the middle. Turning and trying to get a shot away was Beckett. Skipped it off of his foot. Bounces over the end line. Goal kick now for Macalester. Jackets have 2 minutes to make up this one goal. And they really haven't been close here in the second half. Again, stick around for a brief post-game recap once we go final here. Off the goal kick, now headed down. Myers popping it up. Ball to the middle, that's broken up. Now Palmer. Palmer getting inside on Caffel. Now he's going to take it to the corner and just try to kill time. And they're going to call a foul here on the Yellow Jackets. 1:23 left. Clock continuing to move here. Now they're going to stop the clock here. Macalester with 58 seconds left, just going to try to kill this clock. Have to restart. 45 seconds now left. Goes over the end line. Lockman will give it a ride with the left foot. Jackets half a minute away from going to 0-3. Throw coming up. That one also cleared away. 20 seconds now left. Throw from Wagner. That one headed up in the air. 10 seconds about to be hit here. So you hear the clock on the countdown. Watson, left-footed ball through the middle. Moore turns, gets a shot away, leaves it high, and that'll do it. Jackets fall. Final score here. Macalester 2, Yellow Jackets 1. UWS now 0-3 on the season. We'll jump into our post-game recap here. As UWS, again, struggling offensively. I think they had a shot on goal in the second half. We'll take a look at that. But come to our post-game show, sponsored by Synovus Energy and the Spirit Refinery. Synovus Energy, we energize the world to make people's lives better. All 3 goals in this one coming in the first half. First goal coming at 3:28 from Chris France for Macalester, off an assist from Zach Lipson. It was a nice, actually, two-way passing play. Lipson coming in on the left side, sliding a ball across to the 6. France is there to put it home, and the Scots led it by a score of 1-0. Jackets came back to score their first goal of the game, their only goal of the game as it turned out, and their only goal of the season thus far. At the 16-minute mark, Jake Kidd, his first goal of the season, off assist from Isaac Beckett and Taylor Moore. It was a nice cross actually coming in from Moore. High arcing one from the far side, came into the 18. Beckett getting ahead to it, and then Kidd was there to poke it into the net to make it a 1-1 contest. But then 5 minutes and 24 seconds later, Jack Freeman with the game-winning goal. Off a shot from the outside from France that was stopped by Lockman. The rebound, though, came to Freeman, and he poked it into the side netting to make it 2-1, and that's where it ended up. for the contest. Total shots in this one, 17. The 9-8 edge for Macalester. They had a 6-3 edge in shots on goal. So the Jackets in the second half managed 5 shots. Macalester managed 3. Jackets only had 1 shot on goal, though, in the second half, while Macalester also had 2 shots on goal in the second 45 minutes. Total of 3 corners each way in the contest. 5 yellow cards handed out, and a total of 21 fouls were called, and 12 of them against UWS. All 4 offside calls in the game were against Macalester. As far as goalkeeper saves, Luke Lockman with 4 saves for the Yellow Jackets takes the loss, while getting the winning goal, Drew Mosman for Macalester. Macalester improves to 4-1 on the season. Jackets now 0-3 on the campaign, and they face another very difficult task on Saturday, taking on St. Olaf right here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. That'll be our next broadcast of Yellow Jacket men's soccer, by the way. 7 p.m. the opening kick against the Ole. 6:45 the pregame with yours truly. And that'll be a joint broadcast on 91.3 FM KUWS locally and also on Yellow Jacket TV. A big thank you to Bradley Letlis, who was my engineer tonight, and a big thank you to everybody who tuned in to watch. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and hope you'll join us again on Friday for more Yellow Jacket men's soccer. So for Bradley Letlis, this is Matt Johnson. One more time, repeating the final score. Yellow Jackets 0-3 now in the season. They fall to Macalester here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium by the final score of 2-1. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be talking again on Friday. This has been UWS Men's Soccer on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Sports Network.